All right, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. The Grift God is in the building. Okay, we are back with another episode of the Grifties. We got a lot of stuff to grift on really quick. Sorry I'm late. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit over an hour late, but I had some other stuff going on. But I wanted to make sure that I bring this show to you guys. Okay, I want to make sure I bring this show to you. All right, so I'm here. The Grift God is here. Shockwave is here. We got the agenda board with a couple of grips on them, just waiting to be exploited. We had a magnificent show on New Black Street last night with Lumi. Shouts out to Lumi. After that, I went on stream with Smash JT to talk about the Alyssa Mercante case and how I got doxxed in that. So we were up late. And it kind of made me get up kind of late, which wasn't to my benefit. I was also supposed to do a photo shoot for somebody today, and that didn't go as planned. So those are the things that kind of set me back today. But we're here. We're here. We're not queer. I want to remind you guys that it is 2025. There are no flying cars, no bionic arms, or any sort of bodily futuristic enhancements. No time travel, no spaceships, no, not even BDLs. We don't even have BDLs, okay? That's Brazilian dick lips, okay? The only thing we have in 2025 are pronouns. That's it. That's what you get. So you were lied to. The NFL draft is this week. I'm excited about that. Am I the only person that's excited about that? I'm excited about the NFL draft this week. Apparently, the Oblivion Remaster dropped today. It was real, gang. It was real the entire time. And I didn't cover it because I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. So we're going to get into that today. We got to talk about Pokimane. We got to talk about a video that Kata dropped on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We got some other grips we want to grift on. So go ahead and get your popcorn, get your booger sugar ready. The Grifties is now in full session. Now that I look around at this studio, the camera quality, the lighting, I'm so satisfied. I'm so satisfied. And I hope that I can continue to bring you guys consistent content and that you'll overall see how much I'm invested into this and whatnot. And, we can do this all the time. Anyway, shouts out to Frostfang and Christopher Baker, who's in the chat. Christopher Baker says, I didn't get a notification. I'm not surprised, bro. At this point, YouTube is doing me so dirty. I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay? I don't even know what to say anymore. But we are not here to complain. Okay? We are not here to complain. We are here to talk grifts. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay? Where do we want to start? I know where I want to start. I know exactly where I want to start. All right? Let's go ahead and bring this up. Coming back from Vegas, our boy Kata put out a video. But not a normal video, right? He normally puts his videos out on YouTube for obvious reasons. But he put out a video on Twitter. A 40-second video. And I haven't watched it yet. Okay? I haven't watched it yet. But if it's like what I think it is, this is egregiousness on a whole new level, gang. By the way, your boy Kata got 130,000 views on this video. It's Twitter, but it's still views. Watch this. Watch this. The caption says, so Ubisoft, the only way I can uninstall this trash game from my PC is if I re-up on Ubisoft Plus. This is a scummy business practice, but I shouldn't be surprised since it's Ubisoft. I'm thinking there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. Okay? No way. Let's watch it.
So let me get this straight, Ubisoft.
Let me see what that says. It says, cannot complete uninstall. Some of the files from Assassin's Creed Shadows could not be deleted. Please try again to delete the files.
I no longer have Ubisoft Connect Plus, right? I used the 1-month trial and it's over. But there's an update for the game that I can't do because I don't have it. I'm trying to uninstall the game because I don't want to play it anymore. But I can't uninstall the game because it's saying some of the files cannot be deleted. because of the update. So the only way to uninstall this game from my PC is to re-up on what is it? Ubisoft Connect. Sorry, I had a brain fart. To re-up on Ubisoft Connect. This is fucking stupid.
Nigga. There's got to be missing context here. There has to be something missed. What he's saying is that due to... Now, originally, what I thought this was that Ubisoft was quite literally saying, we're not going to let you uninstall the game. Okay? We're not going to let you uninstall the game unless you re-up on your Ubisoft Connect. But it's not that. So it's not as bad as I thought it was. To me, I look at this more as not intentional, but more of, oh shit, it was just a fuck up on our end, which is still bad. It's still bad. This is a design flaw, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. So basically, if you didn't catch catch what he was putting down there, he has an update for the game. But of course, you can't update the game unless you re-up on your Ubisoft Connect, because that's how you had access to the game. It won't let him delete the files because the files that are supposed to be getting deleted need to be updated. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me, but whatever. And now, this is what he's dealing with. In my opinion, shouldn't we just be able to go into the program? Shouldn't we just be able to go to the program's designation in the system and just delete it? I don't know. Let's get to these comments and see what people are saying in the comments, so that maybe there's missing context. Hopefully he ain't getting roasted in the comments. Let me see. Cater responded to somebody who said, just delete the files. Shut the actual fuck up, man. I shouldn't have to go through all that bullshit when using a launcher. Hell, even EA's launcher and the god-awful Xbox app lets you delete the game. A lot of people are missing the point, but want to call me low IQ. Let me see. How do I feel about that? Here's the thing. If I'm using a bunch of different, let me get close to y'all as I say this. If I'm using a bunch of different launchers, Steam, Ubisoft Connect, the EA launcher, the CD Projekt Red's launcher, and they all work the same, right? I haven't used a launcher on PC that hasn't allowed me to delete a game despite it having an update. I've never run into that issue. Your launcher should work the exact same way. Or am I wrong? So I get it. Yes, just delete the files. I get that. But if you are an average person, maybe you're not computer savvy like that. You just know how to play video games. Why the fuck should I have to go deep into these? Because these games be buried deep into the program. Into the system log files. They be buried deep. A lot of them. Like I've deleted games from my system before, and then it's still taking up space. And they come to find out I had to dig deeper into my system to go and find this hidden nothing burger of a goddamn file, but it was taking up like 60 gigs. Fuck. A regular person doesn't want to do all of that. Let's get back to it. Savvy says, and before retards say delete the file, my brother's in tech, you shouldn't have to. You should be able to remove software with the same launcher that put it on, and it shouldn't be reliant on an active subscription, especially if you can't access the game anymore. Like, yeah. Me when I refuse to contact support. I shouldn't have to simply uninstall. I'm pretty sure he wanted that to be a complete sentence. It wasn't. Try uninstalling it through the Windows control panel. That's what I was currently doing when I recorded this. There's Grums. Look at this guy. Imagine coming in here saying, look, let me zoom in on this so y'all can see this. Imagine coming in here and saying delete the folder, you retard, and can't even spell delete right. And then gets ratioed. And gets absolutely ratioed. Look at this retard, bro. You shouldn't be looting a store, you dadless cunt. Wow. 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 Dadless cunt. Wow. Steam is superior? Duh, Hypnotic. Steam is superior. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Well, it not let you delete it from the app settings. I mean, it's fucked that the browser won't let you, but you should be. I mean, but that's not the point. Obviously, being a gamer who plays on PC, you do realize you can delete the folders, but the point is, you got to understand that these companies do certain things for a reason. Just the way that they try to get you to sign up for subscriptions, knowing that you're only signing up for the subscription to play that game or to watch that movie or that TV show. But they do it in hopes that you will forget. In hopes that you will forget about the subscription and continue to pay it. I work for a certain company, gang. Listen, I can't say who I work for, but I work for a certain company. You wouldn't believe how many people call in and say, I'm being charged for this. I need to know what it is. You go in, you look at their account. Yeah, you got this subscription, that subscription, and this subscription. How long I've had it for? Nigga, you've been paying for this subscription for 18 months. What? Well, can I get a refund for all of that back? We got you on a refund for maybe 3 months. That's it. That's 15 months of $3.99, $6.99, $12.99, in some cases $18.99, $24.99 that people have been paying for months. Don't even realize it. Call back. Can I please get a refund on this? I haven't used it. I never used it. I didn't even know. Bro, we got you for 3 months. That's it. We can refund you 3 months. That's it. That's it. Companies bank on that. That's why they be like, yeah, sign up for Ubisoft Connect for at least 2 months and then you can do X, Y, Z. Yeah, because what they're hoping is that you'll sign up, play, and forget about the subscription. Nigga, I'll admit it on my own. I was subscribed to Game Pass for months, despite the fact that I barely played anything on Game Pass. I think the best value I've gotten out of Game Pass was probably Liza P. That's it. That was the best value I got out of Game Pass. Other than that, not really worth it. And I paid for it. So it shouldn't at all be shocking that a company may implement a system flaw on purpose to increase the likelihood that someone would resubscribe to their platform just to do something as simple as delete the game. Because let me tell you something. As somebody who works in tech, a lot of people get extremely frustrated with tech to the point where they'll take the easy way out, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. I've seen people pay to do shit they can do on their own by just taking 20 minutes. Like, no, you do it. Nigga, you gonna waste this amount of money when you can just do this on your own? I've seen people inconvenience themselves tremendously because they just don't want to do it. They don't want to deal with the tech. They just don't want to deal with it. It happens. So when a company says, hey, listen, you want to delete, and mind you, Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm like, that game is pushing towards what, 200 gigs? That's something you definitely want to get off your system if you're not playing it. So when you look at it and it says there's an update, and you can't remove the game because the files and it needs an update. Well, if you wanna delete the game, you're gonna have to resubscribe. Nah, cuz we as gamers, we know that. We as a lot of gamers are not tech experts, but they speak tech fluently. Yeah, we can figure that out. But you think a mom who bought her son a gaming PC is gonna know that? A gaming PC. She bought him Assassin's Creed. That shit taking up 200 gigs. He don't play it no more. He's trying to figure out why his PC is moving slow. Oh, son, you need to make some space. She goes to Ubisoft Connect to delete a game that's taking up damn near 200 gigs, and that bitch say update. And you try to delete the game, and it says unable to delete the files. Shouts out to Cinevere Stalker. Has gifted 5. Here we go.
Let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. Let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. Let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
Let
One more
him
time.
hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a
I've
single
never
mom.
seen myself.
Oh shit! Now we can see ourselves too.
Let him hit it raw. You didn't have
This is
second
awesome
thoughts.
because I've
Now you
never
a
seen
single
myself.
mom. Now you a single mom.
All right. Thank you to Cinevere Stalker, who gifted 5 single mom memberships to 5 lucky individuals, including Molly Coddled and Hypnotic. Also, Christopher Baker, who dropped a $20 super chat. Congratulations, you can see yourself. He says, by the way, YouTube censorship sucks. My yes hole and nibbles around the tip of my African sausage. The fact that you just made me say that out loud is crazy. But thank you. I appreciate the $20 super chat. I will be buying blow with it later. Anyway, but going back. So yes, a mom who is trying to delete this game to make space on her son's gaming PC so he can do simple stuff. And she goes to the launcher and is telling her that she needs to update the game in order to, delete the game. And the only way to update the game is to re-up the Ubisoft Connect membership. What do you think the mom who's not very tech savvy is going to do? Do you think that she's going to, especially if she's a single mom, if she's married, then she might just call her husband like, you need to deal with this. Trust me, as somebody who works in tech, nobody's set up better than couples, because couples ain't going with none of the bullshit. But the single parents or just single people in general, yeah, they be flustered when it comes to tech. Single mom, she's going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just pay for it really quick just so we can uninstall the game. Because the only thing she's thinking about is getting her little, 7, 8, 9-year-old kid out of her ear like, Mom, my PC's slow. I don't know what's going on. Mom, I'm trying to delete this game and it won't let me. Mom. And she's like, oh my gosh, stop! Delete the fucking game. You can't, bitch. You got to re-up this Ubisoft Connect. Fuck it. Just do it. That's how it is. So, yeah. But this is egregious. We'll move on, though. Okay? We'll move on. How's everybody doing in the chat? So glad to have all of you guys here. It's so funny, though. Yesterday, we had like damn near 130 people in here. No, we did get to 130. And today, we only got 20. YouTube, man, this algorithm, I tell you. All right. This algorithm. Some people saying they're not getting the notifications. What's going on, single player enthusiasts? Never seen you here before. Shouts out to you. All right. Where are we going next? Let's see what y'all was talking about in these comments. Metroid John says, play 1 hour of Oblivion, had fun until I reached the overworld and saw my FPS go from 60 to 20. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not good. We're going to get into Oblivion in a second. Metroid John says, ha! Got him. What up, Grifters? Says Martiano. What's going on, my boy? What's going on, my boy? Let's see. Metroid John says, single mom, here I come. Dustin Gitzlaff says, I got it from Game Pass. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. All right, let's get to it. What we got next? We might as well, since somebody brought it up, we might as well talk about Oblivion. We might as well talk about Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, guys. I can't believe it. It's real. Now, this game, let's talk about it. This game is legendary in the video game community, but especially for me, because it's one of those legendary games that I never played. I'm sorry, okay? Growing up, we were subject to the Negro casual, okay? Now, granted, you had a select few of games you could play, so we had to choose the games that captured our eyes the most. Of course, Oblivion was one of those games, but if I'm not mistaken, Oblivion came out during the 360 period. When I got my 360, I had Gears of War. Damn, what did we have? Gears of War, Lost Planet. Y'all remember Lost Planet? But like, my mom was one of those moms where if you asked for a video game, her response was going to be, do you have video game money? So most of the time when I did get a video game, it was from a family member. We had GTA. We had Call of Duty. That's what we had. The Negro casual. Oblivion was just not in the cards. I couldn't ask a family member, a grandmother, or auntie to sacrifice $50 on a game that don't even look like it would pass in a black house. I'm sorry. So I had to look onward. Halo, are we shooting? Okay. You know, black people can identify with shooting. Hey, white people, don't give me that fucking look. You too, niggas. Y'all niggas got to go more guns than the fucking military. But yeah, though, I never got to play Oblivion. And by the time I got old enough to the point where I could probably go and get it on my own, Skyrim is out. And I don't know why Skyrim, I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I just never did. Okay? I never did. Anywho, oh, and by the way, my 360 caught you know what. So even if I would have got to a point where maybe somebody would have bought us Oblivion, nope. Because my 360 caught the red ring of death. The tech equivalent to not herpes, to AIDS. So, that said, there have been rumors, discussion. Oh, the Oblivion Remaster was coming out. People leaking stuff. People saying stuff. People being disproven. But it turns out that it's real. Here we go. Here we go. Well, this is a lot of controversy. Here we go. Here it is.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of Last Seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
Looks clear.
A trap! The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Available today. They just dropped some nuts on you. Now, why does this look like the game that I was promised when Avowed came out? Or was coming out? Are they advertising their own game in their comments? Oh, no. That's a picture of Oblivion. Okay, I was about to say that is tripping. Okay, so obviously the game is real. All of the leaks were true. You know, whatever. All that's great. But you know, with every game that comes out nowadays, there is controversy. Oh man. There's your boy John Della Backhole already with it. Oh no, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster did the body type thing instead of male and female. And here it is. So, Elder Scrolls Oblivion has body type 1 and 2. And so, of course, John Della Backhole and Yorch Torch is running around saying non-binary. I don't know. Me personally, I don't think you guys care at all. I don't think y'all care. I mean, y'all can let me know in the comments whether or not I'm wrong. But based on what I'm saying, I don't think you guys care. Now, my whole thing is, okay, it says, like, this wouldn't be the first type of game that I played that says body type 1 and A. My thing is, I don't see pronouns. I mean, somebody said they played the game for an hour. Did you see pronouns? I didn't see any pronouns. I don't see any pandering. I don't see any. I mean, y'all let me know. I haven't played the game yet. I will download it though. Don't know when I'll be able to play it, but I will download it. Cinevere Stalker says, I care. The weirdos still run things. True, which, you know, brings us to our next point. Let me see if I could find it really quick. You know, we're talking about body type A and body type B and all of this stuff. Let me see, where is it? Where art thou? Where is it? I know I saved it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, here's that tweet from Yorch Torch. John Della Backhole and Yorch Torch. Look at this shit. Gamers, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Oblivion Remaster features type A and type B body types instead of male and female. This game is non-binary, I repeat. Oblivion Remastered is non-binary. Look at this person in the comments. Inconsequential shit like this won't tarnish a masterpiece game like Oblivion for me. As long as it performs well, I'm getting it today. Be careful. That's the mindset that allowed wokies and feminists to hijack the entire industry in less than a decade. No, I disagree with that. What allowed them to take over was that our desperation what allowed them to take over was our desperation to be accepted by the mainstream. And then, of course, with all the influx of money and the Me Too movement, that's what allowed them to come in. It ain't had nothing to do with actually enjoying games. But, Code Pop says your volume is low. Mic check. Anybody else feel like my volume is low? Let me know. But where is it? Let me see. I think Kata had it. Where you at, nigga? This nigga blocked York Torch? I don't know, Kata. That's a little zesty. We out here blocking niggas now? What did he do? Now this is a decent criticism, right? Watch this. This Christina Tasty person says, which is a wild name. I don't typically comment on body type nonsense because it helps no one, but Oblivion has a quest called the Siren's Deception that changes if you play as a female. But now you don't choose gender, you choose body type. So does that quest still exist or did they change it? My best guess is it just changes based on which body type you choose. Body type shit is gay. Telling people things are non-binary is gayer. Let me see. Can we not be retarded? Oh, there was a tweet from Pirate Nation. Where is it? Oh, they deleted it. That's what, and I think that's what, because as you can see, yeah, they deleted it. That was from Drama Alert, though. There was another tweet from Pirate Nation. From some, where did it go? Yep, it's gone. Hey, they were exposing the people working on the game behind. Cinevere Stalker says your mic does seem low. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Sound. I don't know why. The volume is all the way up. Mic check. What about now? Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I mean, I could turn my... Hold up. Let me see. Let me make sure I got the right sound device on. Yeah, it's the right sound device. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, nope. I see it. Mic check. What about now? Now it seems like it might be too loud. So let me bring that down. Hold on. Let me do this. Mic check. There we go. All right. Anyway, so yeah. So going back, ultimately, my take on it is that, it's going to be up to the individual. To me, I've already played games that have body type A and B. So I think it would be actually grifting if I was to suddenly take this position like, oh no, there's body type A, body type B. This game, I can't play it. I would literally be grifting. Because I've already played and it was never that much of an issue for me. The issue comes in when you start throwing in the other bullshit like pronouns and freaking the other tranny demon bullshit. What are we doing? I don't see that here. Oblivion, to me, I will be playing it. I don't know when I'll get the chance to play it. We got tonight. I think we got Grifty the Clown on South to Midnight. We'll probably do that at midnight. We'll probably do that at midnight. I'm thinking we're going to do that on the Trey's Live, though. So just stay tuned for that. But that isn't the only thing that we want to talk about when it comes to Oblivion, right? Because Oblivion is doing something that I think, speaking of South to Midnight, gives us some insight, bars, as to what's really going on out here in these streets. Okay? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Now, this comes from Nure. She's talking about the body type 1 and 2 thing. She says, anyone crying about the body type 1 and 2 thing in Oblivion Remastered is just desperately scraping the bottom of the outrage barrel. No one's mad with you. We're laughing at you. You're embarrassing yourselves. Here, take one of those little charts you love waving around to decide if a game is successful or not. Now kindly shut up. And she shares this picture of Oblivion. Nigga. Nigga. This game has 146,000 players already. Okay? Already. Now, I want to look at what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like live. Let's see. Let's see. Steam. Steam charts. Huh? No, nigga, not that. Not the old game. Yep. Almost at 150,000, gang. Almost at 150,000. Now, why is this important? I mean, some people would say, obviously, a game as legendary as Oblivion would garner this kind of reaction, this kind of player base, right? Except this tells an even deeper story. Because always remember, gang, that this game is also on Game Pass. Now think, what other games came out on Game Pass this year that when they didn't perform well on Steam, it got dismissed as, it's a Game Pass game? Can you think? Let's start with one of our favorite topics, Avowed. Nigga, I'm human, bro. The fuck?
God damn! God damn! God damn! God, 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 God damn!
That's it. That's it. That's all you can muster up. Not even 20,000. And a game that came out in 2019 already has 150. Gang. Nah. No more excuses. Oh, but it came out on Game Pass. Nah, nigga. So did the Oblivion remaster. Nah, y'all are cooked over there. Y'all are cooked. Did I ever beat Avowed? Nah. Monster Hunter came out and it was over with. 2006. I'm sorry. Nah, this is nasty work. Who else? Let's start with the other one. South of Midnight. Also on Game Pass. Nigga, you couldn't even hit 1,500? Nah, that's a goddamn special. I had to spam that button. Holy. You mean to tell me Avowed couldn't even get 20,000. South of Midnight couldn't even get 1,500. And a game from 2006 that didn't get a remake, it got a remaster. 150,000. Oh, but it came out on Game Pass. Bitch, so is Oblivion. Let me get closer to you while I talk to you. So is Oblivion. Nigga, do you know what this means? What they're telling you is that Steam is absolutely positively a great indicator on sales percentages on for a game. It's absolutely the mark. If your game didn't sell well on Steam, it more than likely didn't sell well on consoles either. Your best bet, if you want to hide the sales of your games, is to just not come out on Steam. Because Steam gonna expose it all. How long before we start hearing about layoffs? Don't talk about layoffs. Layoffs? We can't even keep the studio open. How long? Compulsion Games. Layoffs? Obsidian. Layoffs? Metroid John says no more excuses. That's what it means. Exactly. Oblivion just showed you. What about I mean, I heard it was a good game, but did it sell? Did it sell? Somebody's asking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, but that didn't come out on Game Pass, though. But, I mean, we can still take a look at it, though. There you are. 64,000 it capped out at. That game still got beat by it still got beat by Oblivion, but again, it didn't come out on Game Pass, so I mean, I still don't think the sales was great, but we'll see. Did Stalker 2 do well? I think Stalker 2 did very well. I don't know why we didn't even Stalker 2. Yeah, Stalker 2 did very well. We should have been seeing that. I don't know why we didn't think of that. Stalker 2 came out on Game Pass, right? 121,000 people played that on Steam. I don't know why we didn't think, but I mean, Oblivion is the benchmark. It is what it is. Don't want to hear no more excuses. You can't lie to us. You can't pretend anymore. Oblivion just showed us it doesn't matter whether or not it came out on Game Pass. If it's a good game and people are excited about it, they're going to buy it on Steam. Period. Steam is the benchmark. Steam tells it all. Steam. What was the install base? Install base. Hold on, nah. Is it player count or how many? God damn it! How many players? Let me see. Are on Steam. There we go. Charts overview. No. Steam charts most played. No. Steam reaches. That's concurrent though. Nah. Nah. This ain't what we're looking for. I could have sworn there was something like, okay, this right. Steam has 132 million monthly active users. Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Let me click on this. January 30th. There it is. That's what we was looking for. Key Steam stats. Steam has 132 million monthly active users. 69 million people use Steam on a daily 69 million people use Steam on a daily basis. The Steam catalog in the US includes that's unimportant. All of that is unimportant. The point is, what you need to take away from is 132 million monthly active users. Are you trying to tell? And we all know that PC. It really pains me to say this. It really pains me to say this, but I have to say it. PC. Somebody, hey yo, if Cassie shows up in the chat, ban her immediately. PC is the best way to play right now. Hate to say that, but if with 132 million monthly active users, nigga, if your game isn't selling well on Steam, it's more than likely not selling well anywhere else. And I'll leave it Don DeMarco on that.
Don DeMarco.
Thank you, Oblivion. I mean, Stalker 2 did it first, but nobody gave them the attention they deserve. This is what showed it off. Thank you, Oblivion. Okay. All right, cool. Beans. What the fuck? All right. What's going on, Cryptic Beats? Salmac is in the building. It's been a minute since I seen Salmac. How y'all doing in here? How y'all doing? Let's get on to the next topic. I see Nick Havoc is in the building. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We got Robin Oz. Mad Hatter. Who else? Yonder Doom. This is my first time seeing you here. What's going on? What's going on? Glad to see you all here. Codex Pop in the building. Molly Coddled in the building. What's going on, Molly? It's good to see you here. What we got to talk about next? Pokimane. Oh, y'all know I love roasting a good old. It's nothing like a good old Pokimane roast. Nothing like a good Pokimane roast. We got to roast her for two things here. So apparently Pokimane took some heat for two things. Apparently she had some comments about rich people. So let's go ahead and get into it. Pokimane calls out rich people while being a multimillionaire, gets corrected, then says it's about the ultra rich, not her. Let's see what she had to say.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
First of all, whoever her homeboy is an idiot. She's talking about wage disparity, and this nigga's talking about the wage gap. This nigga, if this nigga ain't simping, Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Can I get some pussy now? Anyway, let's keep going.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyway. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No. Like the
Poki.
ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that, and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh,
You
the
gotta
ultra
say,
giga
you
rich.
gotta say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
Because you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I am. I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
Well, at least he called her ass out, and he told the truth. That was definitely going to get clipped, and we was definitely going to roast her ass. Oh, that's so aggravating. One of my lights just fell down. All right. Pokimane. Jesus. Pokimane. Let me just. Sweetheart. I'm a simp. Y'all know that about me, right? I'm a simp.
Do you think?
Oops, sorry. I'm a simp. So, like, that's not breaking news. I'm a simp. It is what it is. Shouts out to Doggy the Gnome. Good to see you in here. Jesse the Dank, Nomad, Valkyria Winter. It's good to see you all in here. Genty Maxi. I'm a simp. But I'm not that much of a simp. Pokimane, sweetheart. Need I remind you that not only are you rich, not only are you wealthy, but you made your wealth by getting on a screen, showing a little cleavage, and playing video games. See, it shouldn't be about the wealth disparity. It should be about people who are getting rich who don't deserve it. Does that make sense? Like, I can tell you people that deserve it. I think electricians deserve to get paid a whole lot more. I think they deserve to be rich. Plumbers, guys working on the roads, guys doing dangerous jobs. You know, working on the oil fields, they deserve to be millionaires, in my personal opinion. It is what it is. But anybody can do what you fucking do. Any chick who can do her makeup, got some C's or better, can do what you do. Fuck the Jeff Bezos. Bitch, at least Jeff Bezos brought us Amazon. See, these billionaires that you hate so much, they brought value to the world. You may not care about that because, let's keep it a bean, you're an airhead. You don't know much about tech. Probably don't know much about life because you spent your life in front of a screen. But these men that you hate so much, they brought value to the world. What did you bring? Let's just play a game. Let's play a game. Take Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and insert other billionaire here. Take away them and everything they've given to the world and replace them with Pokimane. What the hell do we have? Take away Elon. We don't have electric. Well, we don't have Teslas anymore. It's not that we wouldn't have electric cars. You take away Teslas. You take away Starlink. Take away Bezos. You take away Amazon and whatever else he built his fortune on. I forgot. Bill Gates. What do we have? We're left with Pokimane. What did Pokimane bring us, gang? Absolutely nothing. So you can hate the ultra rich all you want, bitch, but the simple fact of the matter is they bring value, you don't. But that's not the only thing she got cooked for. That's not the only thing she got. Oh, and you know, before we even move on to what she got cooked for as well, check out this comment. Check out this comment. She's still completely right for this. I don't care. She doesn't have ruling class money like Bezos or Musk. She's not oppressing workers or tenants or criticizing wealth disparity is exactly what I want to see from people with more than they need anyway. Shut up. Shut up. Just because you can't, first of all, your workers are not being oppressed. You chose to work there. You signed up for what they offered. You motherfucker. I bet you this is a Gen Z moron. Look at this goofball. Oh my God.
For that bitch.
Oh my God. I had to hit every sound. You just cannot make this shit up. You can't. You can't. Every time. You can spot these weirdos from a mile away. You can spot them. And I can't even scroll down on this person's account to see what they about. Because look, OnlyFans account, and it says 18 plus. You are a degenerate. Nobody takes your opinion serious on anything. The fuck was that? I think I just had a screw come out of my damn. Let me get off this page before I accidentally do something. Let's see some other reactions. Nah, screw that. We're gonna move on to what the other thing she got cooked about. Where is it? Here it is. So apparently this picture made a lot of people upset. She put the caption "Angie," and here's her posting titties kind of out, and this made a lot of people upset. Oh boy, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Is this her saying she's angry? Is this her saying she's angry, gang? I mean, listen. After so many years of being a cum dumpster, at some point the anger comes in. This is egregious, though. This is egregious. Like, listen, it's not that she's ugly. It's just that when you strip the makeup off, this is mid. This is mid. Okay? It's mid. It's not ugly. It's not unattractive. It's just mid. And then when you look up here, I mean, even this looks mid, but like, it's just amazing. Like, makeup is evil. Makeup is flat out evil. But anyway, she gets cooked for this. She gets absolutely cooked. I got to go to this tweet because this tweet had me dying, nigga. This tweet had me absolutely. Where is it? Here it is. This person got how many views on this? 12.8 million views on them roasting Pokimane. So first we got to go into what Pokimane said. Okay. Pokimane goes, I got a weird influx of weirdos commenting on my age. To be honest, I find it so dumb. At 28, I'm the happiest, richest, most knowledgeable, and self-assured I've ever been. And that only becomes more true with every year that passes. First of all,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop your fucking lying.
every woman says that. Every woman says that. Okay? Stop. She continues, although I don't care about the comments, once again,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I do worry about the impact it has on other girls and women who see this type of harassment. Here we go. Harassment. It's not harassment if you choose to put your pictures and your opinions out on the internet. You're going to receive criticism. Sorry, it's not harassment. Get over it. And to them, I want to reassure you that life only gets better. Once again,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
growing older will not make you miserable.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Growing older, but living your life trying to appease random shitty people definitely will. That's probably about the only true statement that she made there. First of all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about her comment, and then we'll get into what this person said. Not to get all red pilly on y'all, but the simple fact of the matter is, men and women live two different lives, okay? Men, provided that they take care of themselves, age like wine. Women age like milk. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Okay? I don't know why nature or God or whatever it is you believe in made it that way, but that's the way it's been made. Okay? There's a reason why most of your eggs are gone at 30, bitch. It is what it is. There's a reason why it's called geriatric pregnancy at 35. I'm sorry. Okay? There's a reason why most female stars irrelevancy starts creeping in just past 30. Remember we used to talk about Amber Rose a lot? Remember Margot Robbie used to be at the top of every conversation. Now it's Sydney Sweeney. Remember that? I mean, not that Margot Robbie doesn't look good. It just ain't the same as Wolf of Wall Street. Remember we used to talk about Angelina Jolie? Remember that? All right. Catch you later, Hypnotic. I appreciate it. Remember that? I mean, we literally, these are, guys, the wall comes for all. It comes for all. And the wall is coming for you, Pokimane. I'm sorry. You can cope. Nobody cares about how rich you are. Nobody cares about how rich you are. You ain't paying no man's bills. I highly doubt you're actually contributing to your community in any meaningful way. So nobody cares about your money. The most knowledgeable, you mean like you're more experienced? That's everybody. Self-assured? Sure, I guess that's why you're just replying to nonsense online. You're the happiest, but you literally just posted a picture of yourself with your cleavage out saying angry or angy, I guess. Come on, bro. Stop it. Let's get to this comment that this person made. This was egregious. I mean, when I talk about cook, they were cooking. Let's get to it. This person says, "You're 28." I mean, I'm sure that I'm assuming that's her real name. I mean, okay, you're 28. I mean, not 18, not 80. But every year you get more self-assured and somehow less self-aware. This isn't growth. It's arrested development in HD. Streaming hours at a time daily since adolescence didn't empower you. It just froze you in digital puberty. Whew. You talk like a life coach, post like a thirst trap, and react like a teenager whose ego is held together by brand deals and soft lighting. Ooh, this isn't harassment. It's grown adults pointing out that grown adulthood doesn't look like this. And if life really gets better every year, why do you still act like you're one comment away from spiraling into a subtweet? If this is confidence, why does it only show up when there's a camera and a curated audience? I don't know about that comment, because if there's no camera, then how would you know when her confidence, shows up? Anyway, you didn't outgrow the internet. You just aged into it like spoiled milk with a ring light. Oh my God. Preserved by validation, paid for by the same men who sexualized you into a career, that you deny you capitalize on. Does she deny that? That's crazy. Okay? This isn't targeted hate. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that the bubble you've built, full of orbiters, yes men, and men with spare cash who defend you for a crumb of attention, isn't reality. Y'all remember, wasn't there this one chick who was like the biggest name on earth called Kim Kardashian? Didn't she just get booed at the roast of Tom Brady? It's crazy how the wall hits. Sometimes the wall may come late, but it'll hit. It'll hit. And it clearly rattled you to discover that outside of that curated echo chamber, not everyone knows you, likes you, or wants to see a grown woman caption Angie with her cleavage staged like a thumbnail. That's not empowerment. It's arrested development wrapped into a push-up bra, craving for attention, and most people don't find it infantilized, thirst traps endearing. Okay, cool. They find them sad. You're pushing 30, but still living like a girl whose future is stuck buffering. This nigga's funny. Pausing real life just long enough to keep the illusion playing. So here's the thing. It's not black and white. It's not simple. It's not some simple weird influx of weirdos commenting on my page that you've convinced yourself of. It's not just the internet being mean to you. The reality is the average adult, the one who isn't lost in your bubble, doesn't want to see a grown woman sexualizing herself for attention. No matter how much she tries to wrap it in the guise of being knowledgeable and self-assured, The truth is you made your career off sexualization, and yet you'll never fully admit to it because you've convinced yourself more than that. Holy, this nigga's cooking. But we got to go. We got to keep going. But the longer you keep pretending, the more you'll realize that it's not the world that's the problem. It's you still acting like you've got something to prove at 28 when honestly you're just holding on to a version of yourself that doesn't exist anymore. Grow up. And here's the real irony. Your entire career is built on appeasing random shitty people, but the shitty people you're worried about, the ones criticizing you for your age or your looks, are just as shitty as the ones who sexualize you and throw their money at you. You spent years building a career that thrives on attention, both from people who want to elevate you and from people who reduce you to nothing more than a commodity. The truth is, you've let both sides feed your ego, but you'll never admit to it because they're the same people who keep you in business. So maybe it's time to realize growing older won't make you miserable. It's selling out to the same people you pretend not to care about. That's the real trap. A self-inflicted cage that stunted your maturity far worse than any comment or harassment. Poetry. Absolute poetry. I mean, this nigga cooked. 12.8 million views on this comment. Holy shit. And that's a fact. I didn't know that she was out here denying that she didn't capitalize on lonely, thirsty young men. Or maybe not even young men, maybe even older men. But she is delusional if she doesn't think that's the case. Absolutely peak delusion. Jesus. Peak delusion. I don't even know if I want to comment anymore on it because this person just destroyed her. Absolutely destroyed her. And I think the thing that bothers someone like Pokimane the most is that you want to have a legacy like the men that you envy so much. But you never will. Right? Like, let's keep it a bean, gang. In the comments, what is the most notable thing that wasn't about controversy that you know Pokimane for? Was she ever really that good at League of Legends? Probably not. See, Kai Cenat, IShowSpeed, Aiden Ross, XQC, hell, even to some degree, Destiny. These are streamers. Asmongold, for crying out loud, Asmongold. These are streamers who worked hard to get where they are and will be remembered, for some, the wrong reasons, for 100 years after they're gone. Who's going to remember Pokimane? If they had to build if they build a museum of streamers, when they put Pokimane's name up there, what are they going to say? It's if the country's still run by the people that's running it right now, it's probably going to be a bunch of lies. Right? It's probably going to be a bunch of lies. To keep it real with you. Oh yeah, Pokimane was one of the top League of Legends. Get the fuck out of here lying. Nope. Your legacy will be, I got on stream with makeup, hair done, and my titties out, and people watched. And people watched. I never innovated. I never did anything different. I was never thought-provoking, never clever, never really good at anything. I just had my titties out. And I made a lot of money. And if you were smart, what you would have done is, cool, let me go settle down with a man who's actually doing something. And I can say I made my little money off of this and I just, rolled into the sunset. But nope, see y'all's ego, the egos of American women is wild. A woman will go and divorce her husband and take half of his fortune, become rich. and literally get upset when somebody says, yeah, that's so-and-so's ex-wife. That's how she got that rich. Huh? No, I'm more than that. No, bitch, you're rich and famous because you divorced your ex-husband and took $50 million. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's the truth. That is the truth. So, yep. I'll let that be that. And yeah. Okay. So like I said, I wasn't gonna keep y'all here long. There was a couple of other topics, but I'm gonna save those for tomorrow just in case it's another slow day, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Putting together today's agenda board was a little bit sketchy. And then I remembered the Pokimane thing, and then of course Oblivion happened and Kata's video. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I gotta get ready for class in a little bit. And so yeah, I did miss a session while we was out in Vegas, but I appreciate y'all for coming by. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little roll call really quick. We got Jesse the Think in the building. We got Nick Havoc, Nomad, S44 is in the building. My boy Cryptid Beats, Dustin, Gitzloff, I'm sorry, Christopher Baker, Robin Oz, you know what I'm saying? Hypnotic checked out, Genty Maxi, Metroid John. Who else? Boom, 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 boom. There's a lot more, y'all. Hold on. Cinevere was in the building. Valkyria Winter, Doggy the Gnome, Salmac. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Yonder Doom was in here. Mad Hatter was in here. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming by. I ain't gonna hold y'all for 2 hours like I did yesterday. Robin Oz says Atreus TDS put out a new SBI video. Cover that. Okay, I'll put it on the agenda board for tomorrow. But I'm gonna check out. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, as always, may the grift be with you, and I will talk to y'all later.